Hey, Asta. Nice counter.
Hello guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'm gonna talk about Black Clover the movie. Recently Black Clover movie got released and boy, what a movie it was. This movie is outstanding. After we all received that sad news about how they were going to stop Black Clover anime, this movie was also confirmed. This was kind of like the last stretch from the anime side, but it was also a hope for Black Clover fans as the decision of continuing that Black Clover anime would fall on this movie's popularity, how this movie would fare against other shows, and what will be the scale of fame it will bring to the show. And if it was up to the mark, then Black Clover anime will continue. The main reason why Black Clover anime stopped in the first place was because they lacked investment to continue the series. This movie more than delivered what all the fans of Black Clover were expecting from this movie. This movie starts with the bang, ends with the bang, and most of all, you can enjoy every single second of this movie. Now, I won't lie, I was a little worried about the start of this movie because almost all the movies I've watched have a really boring start, and that sets a bad mood for me going into that movie. But this movie, I am telling you, I was not expecting it to blow my expectations like that. I mean, personally, I thought that this movie would be alright, like mid at best, but boy, was I wrong. The most important thing that this movie did right was how it presented Asta. Not as a brainless fool, but instead someone who has the potential to be a great leader, or more like a great wizard king. This time, Asta is not in the back seat on pre-fight scenes. My guy is taking a lead as if he knows how much important this really is. Now, from the rumors, we all knew what time in the anime this movie is going to take place. But the question was, how? I'm sure most of the people's thoughts about this movie was that, okay, this movie is going to be like a side quest that isn't fun to do and you can skip it altogether. I know because I was one of them, and I think the reason for that is valid. Like, the biggest concern was how they are going to introduce a villain in such a short time. Will he be like boss of bandits? Because to be honest, in between that 6 months time period, this is the only thing that comes to mind. But they went beyond and did plus ultra on us and connected that from previous era. And watching young Captain and Julius was amazing, and we got to see Yami when he was the age of Asta nonetheless. They made the previous Wizard King the villain, which was mind blowing, and not only that, there were four of them. Now, all of us thought that because there are specific number of Wizard King mentioned in the anime, there is no way that it could ever happen. But they did it. They connected it so well with the main story that it felt like it is best missing part of the anime, and that it is. We got to see how overpowered Wizard Kings really are, and not even anti-magic would work against them. They are simply not in the same league. We saw some crazy new powers, and we also saw how special magic was one of the strongest, which we thought that it is one of the weaker ones. Not even captains could hold their own against Wizard Kings. I mean, they are ex-Wizard Kings after all. What did you expect? Another thing I want to touch on this review is that while watching this, I couldn't just ignore the fact that they captured some nostalgic moments from the anime, like some scenes that would force you to recall it from the anime. I had this feeling throughout the whole movie, and there were lots of scenes that took me back into thinking I have seen this in the anime. It was kind of like a little cool Easter egg they did to make you feel nostalgic about the show, which is really nice little detail I thought worth mentioning. Usually people forget about the movies because they don't feel that good. But this movie makes you remember it by the characters who were introduced in this movie. All the villains were not evil in nature, they just had a different sense of justice, which you can sometimes relate with. And they're not brainless themselves. They know when to back up if they see that there is no need for these action to correct these things, you know? All of them have unique personality and great strength in them as well. And they came off as one of the best villain we had so far in the anime, except from the Dark Triad, of course. They are still the best. In my opinion, of course. This movie is one of the best movie out there. The animation is great. The story is amazing. The villains are mind blowing. This movie not only gives you what you expected, but more, way more. I think that if you decide to watch this movie, it will not disappoint you. And I give it a rating of 9 out of 10. With that, I conclude my review on Black Clover movie. I hope you have a nice day, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down your thoughts if you want me to continue. Thank you.